Hello. What is happening? We got the Parthenon right back there. I'm in Italy. No, I'm in Greece. I'm in Greece because this is where Odysseus ditched his family. Ah, man, you know, this guy went to go get some milk from some like mermaids or something like that. Just decided, you know, he was just gonna stay out there. And same time, there's this big guy with like, I think he gets one eye taken out because he slingshot something at him. I may be mixing that up with the Bible. I mean we have it in the Quran too, you know, the Goliath. Yeah, that's Goliath. No, that's not Odysseus, you know. Get good, Odysseus, you know. He saw some giants and was like, "Bruh, fuck this, like, what are you doing, man?" Anyway, hello. It's been a fat minute. It's been a long ass time. This Odyssey music is low-key depressing. That's okay. I'm here to talk about some movies with y'all, man. It's been a long ass time. It's been a long time since I managed to even like watch movies recently. So I'm kind of excited to kind of dive in and talk about what I've been watching recently. I've been on a horror kick. I don't know what's been going on in Hollywood recently, but like there has just been so many good horror movies. I'm talking about like obviously Obsession, Backrooms is something that's been popping off too. And then I recently also watched Weapons from last year. That flew way under my radar. Like I could not believe how I missed that movie. I remember watching the trailers for it, but never actually going to the theater to watch it. It reminded me of what's the other, that A24 movie? Not The Village. I don't think that's A24 anyway. But it was this old couple who had like their grandchildren over, and it turned out to be like a whole horror situation with them as they, like, the children slowly found out things about their grandparents. And I forget what movie that was called. The ending wasn't that good for that, and so I feel like I was getting the same vibe from Weapons. I don't know why I do that. Like, there's no reason to do that. So it's just I just hadn't watched that until what, like a couple of weeks ago. Oh my god. Who came up with these ideas and like executed them so well? I've just been enjoying the movie scene for a little bit. It's been a blast seeing all the good shit that's been coming out. I'm gonna start with Obsession because low-key this is it may not be like the best movie in the world, but it is so near to perfection that like it scratches an itch for me, you know. Like Obsession, like it was like a small budget film, racked in hella money. Actually, let me just look into the budget and everything, because it was actually absurd how this movie popped off. So it was a really, really tiny budget, not even $1 million. It was $750,000, and it racked in domestically $262 million and internationally another $200 million. So $461 million, almost 10x. What is that, like 5x? Like more like 7.5x its budget, which is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. And we have these like ginormous multi-million dollar, like $100 million movies that are racking in nothing. I'm just thinking about Avengers Doomsday. I'm just worried what they're doing. Marvel, so much shit has happened in like the movie world, especially with Marvel, man. Oh my god, Disney is such a leech. They're such a leech on the movie world. Like Mahershala Ali, who is signed to a contract to like make the Blade film. Let me turn this down a little bit. To make the Blade film, I remember when they announced it and everybody was so excited. Even I was excited. And then Deadpool made Deadpool and Wolverine. Deadpool made it. Fucking Ryan Reynolds made Deadpool and Wolverine. And in there was a line that said where the original Blade was like, there's only ever gonna be one Blade. And then Deadpool has this kind of look on the... And it was funny because some people had thought like there was going to be another Blade because they announced Mahershala Ali. I think that's what the joke was originally written to be. But I was thinking like, yeah, there is never going to be... I remember them announcing Blade so long ago. With like, and they were like cooking up with Mahershala Ali. And then they finally announced it. I was like, okay, announcement. And then Deadpool Wolverine came out and I was like, you know, there's been no movement on Blade. And, you know, here he is, he comes out. He said he was sword fighting for a year in order to train for that movie. How ridiculous is that? I hope that he gets another movie role where he just absolutely swinging on some motherfuckers, like with like a katana, or like double katana, like just a small film. He's gonna rack in so much money. Him with his sword fighting abilities. Obviously I haven't seen it. I'm sure it's absolutely like peak. Man, yeah, Marvel, dude. I'm gonna go watch Spider-Man, the new Spider-Man movie, Wednesday. So I'm like cautiously excited. That has racked the I don't like Rotten Tomatoes, right? Like this is, I don't trust Rotten Tomatoes. I don't believe any sort of non-user rating system. But Spider-Man Brand New Day ratings. I do see the tomato meter as like a certain gauge, and very rarely do they have fresh on there. It is fresh, and like these are fresh for like critics, right? And then they have another one where it's for the people who actually watch the film, even though I still don't really trust that either, because I feel like I think there's been proof that they gauge or like delete certain ratings if Disney wants them to. And so it's got a 90% tomato meter rating and a 98% popcorn meter rating. That is absurd. That is absurd. I've not seen that ever for like a superhero film. Aside from like the big names like Avengers and stuff like that. So I'm excited. A lot of people have said it's really good, like top 3 best Spider-Man movies. I heard it's grounded. We'll see about that. Apparently, like one of the first scripts, or the first script, was all of the other Spider-Man coming back. Like it was another multiverse movie. Apparently Tom Holland hated that, so thank God he clutched up for us. Because Spider-Man has had so many out of world adventures, or like, you know, out of New York adventures, even in his own movies. It was at fucking like Venice, no, what was it, Homecoming? It goes Homecoming, No Way Home. No Way Home is the third one. Homecoming, help me out here. God damn it. It goes Homecoming, Long Way Home. God, Spider-Man movies. It's been a minute since I watched these new ones. Homecoming, Far From Home, then No Way Home, and then Brand New Day. So there's no home. No home. He has no home. He's homeless. They should just call it Spider-Man Homeless. Alright guys. Yeah, you can leave. Yeah, this is My jokes have diminished over the years. Someone said that I had the dad jokes the other day. I don't know if that's something I want to continue doing. Although I am pretty good at it. So we'll see. Let's dive into these movies. I kind of want to dive into these movies and just kind of yap about it. But you know, I want to yap. I love a good yap session. But we gotta. I have like severe ADHD. So while we're yapping, because it's an Odysseus kind of night, I'm feeling the Greek moments. So we're just gonna play a little God of War, the original God of War, the Greek version. So while that's loading, I'm gonna take a second and take a quick little break, and then we can dive right in. We can dive straight in. All right, I will be right back. All right. Get straight into it. So, I think I've watched Obsession like 3 times now. Kind of embarrassing, I know, but that's okay. We live and we live. I don't want to record. Okay, guess we're keeping it like this. Let's see if I can fix it. There we go. Try to do it. Right, so Obsession, right? I think one of the greatest things that Obsession has going for it was Curry Barker, his decision to... Oh my god, I forgot about these controls. Turn up the volume. Shit. Okay. So Curry Barker's decision to, like, have a more ambiguous character than like studios. Apparently studios wanted him to not, or like have him be the hero at the end of the day, or like save the day, or like have a happy ending. And he's like, this is just, that's not how I wrote him to be. And I can try to find those interviews too, because they're very fun to watch. I fucking hate these guys. But yeah, there are gonna be spoilers. I'll spoil Obsession and Backrooms and maybe Weapons. We'll see. How do I do this? Oh shit! I forgot I have Zeus's thingamabob. Yeah, so when Bear says he's like talking to Nikki, Nikki's out cold, or not out cold, but like Nikki's asleep, and he says, well, he talks to like real Nikki after she's been possessed. She's asleep, right? So one of the mechanics of the One Wish Willow is really cool. I really like when they explain mechanics naturally. Obviously, I don't want them to be expository, but like there are things that I forget how to fucking finish these guys. There's things that they do so subtly that tells you so much about the mechanics of the One Wish Willow. So like, we know you only get one wish. We didn't know that you couldn't snap the twig after your one wish until Bear did it himself. Tried to, at least. And that was like our confirmation, like, yeah, you can't. Obviously you can't do that. How do I seal these motherfuckers? Do I run away? I forget how to do this. So long. I think it's very interesting that he's what was I talking about? Fuck. And maybe playing a game and doing this at the same time, it's not a great idea. Your favorite part? Infinite bats. I'm not a big fan of this part. I forget how to defeat these guys. Oh, do I take the? Yeah, I take these things down. Okay, now I remember. Okay, so Bear, right? I'm just gonna, I feel like I'm gonna just go off from the top. Oh, how do I kick these things? Yeah, I gotta. Oh shit, how do I heal? Goddamn. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna figure this out. Oh, please, please, please. Thank you. Let me get rid of these motherfuckers first. Back. Nope. Yeah, these guys are much more annoying in the new God of War and like God of War 2 with the Norse gods. Here, like, they're not so bad. Okay. Alright. I see that. Okay. Okay. There we go. God damn, bro. Okay. Now we can talk about Bear. So, yes, spoiler warning again. Anybody who hasn't watched Obsession, we're going straight into spoilers. I'm gonna just go off from the top because there's a lot to cover with this movie. So like the opening scene was Ian having Bear do like a reenactment of what he would tell Nikki, right? Now, we don't know this at the time, but we know now, like after watching the movie, that Ian like is hooking up with Nikki. Apparently it's very casual. We don't fully know the truth because this is all hearsay and like it's all within the group. Like I believe everybody who says like what Ian did, what Sarah did. Like I take that at face value, like, but they immediately tell you that it's not really that important in the grand scheme of things. Where do I go now? I'm such a bad gamer. I really, this is probably the worst idea for me. I'm not looking up how to do this. Okay, don't think that I'm doing that. Okay, so yeah, from the top, like, Ian literally shoots him down in the beginning of the film, telling him not to pour his heart out because of him secretly hooking up with her, right? Ian intentionally tries to sabotage him by having him call Nikki Freaky Nikki, knowing full well that Freaky Nikki, she absolutely hates Freaky Nikki. Every time I say that, I feel like I'm saying it wrong. Freaky Nikki. Oh, is it in here maybe? What are you doing here? So confused. So I think Ian is like kind of up to no good already from the start. This is going back and watching on a second time. But he does still talk to her, like, just wait for the right time. You do have time. Like, that is one thing that you do have. Which is fair. I feel like sometimes Ian gives like good advice and like makes good points. I have to crash these things. I come up here. But in that instance, like, he was not exactly seen to be the best of friends. Trey Barker, he has a way of like doing things rather unconventional, making his characters more complicated, which I do appreciate. So yeah, Freaky Nikki telling him to do that, and then like also says like something that, oh, okay, okay, still getting used to the controls. And like the one time he does say Freaky Nikki, right? And that was like the absolute worst choice. I'll get to that. Oh no, can I not climb back up? So, and then we have Sarah So at trivia night, also okay, Bear goes home after, you know, seeing, like, right after Ian says the only one thing you have is time. It instantly cuts to a dead fucking cat on the floor. Oh, I can't? Okay. Alright, okay. Alright. A dead cat on the floor, and instantly I was like, on first watch, I was like, oh shit, the ghost has killed the cat or something like that. I was like, I was trying to write up, like, how did she get into the cat first? Anyway, you can come back this way. So the cat dies. Bear's very sad. Don't know why, but Bear is very sad. Why would you? I'm just joking. Fuck me. No, get up. Yes, sir. Okay. And I guess Barry's the cat. We don't get to see that. But then there's trivia night, and Nikki calls him, which I was surprised to see in the theater. I was like, if Nikki's calling him, like, no, it doesn't mean that she's into him automatically. But it's different if he was the one trying to call her. Like, imagine we had seen him call her and, like, she didn't answer, or like she does it multiple or he calls her multiple times. How weird he would have looked. But Nikki called him. Just kind of spitballing here, even if it doesn't make sense. Like, I'm just thinking how the film could have gone in other ways, except Trey Barker went this particular way. Come here. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, okay. I can block. Okay. I'm blocking in. Okay. Still getting used to these controls. Oh, leave me for a second. Wait. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So Nikki really wanted him to come to trivia night. Like, okay, I did skip over the part where Nikki is like, or not Nikki, Ian is like, I get hard every Wednesday. I wake up. What does he say? So excited, like, so, he goes like, so rock hard, he says, for trivia night. Talking about the expertise and blah blah. And it could be that Nikki's doing that too. Like, maybe she is actually interested in trivia in the way that Ian is. But Ian also, in that moment, decides not to tell her why he doesn't feel like coming over. Does not feel like, obviously, being a party pooper because she's going to trivia. But he could have been vulnerable with her and, like, made that sort of connection, you know? There could have been other ways that the movie could have gone. But he decides not to tell her. Very common theme with this guy, Bear. I'm coming. I swear I'm coming. Somebody's get these beggars out of here. Oh. Are there any treasures? Like crazy. So yeah, then he decides to go to trivia night. Oh yeah, actually, before we get to that, he says sorry to, this what I'm supposed to do. He says sorry to Nikki when she says she lost her. Oh wait, I shouldn't do that. Oh, he takes me back. Shit. I don't think I was supposed to do that. Move the oracle carved in the circle. Find the oracle of Athens. Unlock this door. How do I get this elevator back down? Oh. Wait, I'm confused. Do I get this guy up on there too?
What is keeping you? Athens crumbles as you waste time.
I'm not wasting time, woman. Oh man. Oh. Fuck. Okay. Hold on, I forgot I gotta check something. Check something.
Find a way out. You have
Chill,
to get to me.
chill. I'll get there. I'll get there. Don't you worry about it.
Kratos, find a way out. You have to get to me.
I'm getting there. Hold up. Almost there. Hold up, we them boys.
What are you doing? I'm up here.
Have a good. Alright. Where was I? Yes. Trivia night. So, okay, yeah, Nikki says that she lost her, like, crystal necklace down the drain. And then his reaction to that is, oh, I'm sorry. And, like, he has this reaction after that where he's like, why did I say that? Like, why am I sorry for her? Knowing that he went through something really shitty also. But he still decides not to tell her. And is like, okay, I'll go to trivia, whatever, maybe that'll make me feel better. Which is fair. Like, at this point, he's not done anything wrong, right? That changes.
What is keeping you? Athens
Oh,
crumbles
shut
as you waste
up.
time.
Oh my god, please shut up. Please, no one gives a fuck. Okay. We gotta go stop Matt Damon. Okay. So,
Kratos, hurry!
on his way to trivia night, he decides,
Kratos, hurry!
okay, I'm coming.
What are you doing? I'm up here.
Oh, okay. Don't know why that didn't work. So he goes to the store, right? Gets him, tries to get her a crystal necklace or a rock necklace. Good vibes. Oh. Okay, now what? Fuck. Wait, what do I do now? Huh? Move this over a bit more. And then that's where he gets the one with Shwilla, right? At that store. Try to look into the store a little bit more, like see the details of the other products. Maybe he could have a sequel with like another one of those products. That'd be cool. If he can make plenty more sequels, and make like product sales with all those other products. Little thingy majiggers, little what do you call them? MacGuffins? Yeah, it was too far. Then he goes to trivia night, and trivia night seems to be fine. He's like mouthing with Ian, saying like, I'm gonna do it tonight, I'm gonna do it tonight. He says no wait, he says no wait. And then they go to the bar, Nikki and Bear, and they have a pretty good banter. It's kind of cute, right? Oh shit! And you can see some semblance of a relationship that could happen. Like, it's not like totally unbelievable. And so Bear was going to tell her about the crystal necklace that he got her. And instead Ian thinks that it's a good idea to go up there and interrupt them because he thinks that Bear is asking her out or something like that. It's like pouring her feelings out. His feelings out to her. Look at this way. Dude. What do? And then he keeps getting interrupted. It's just the worst luck, right? Then everybody gets over to the bar. They all take their shots. But they're like, where are we choosing to? And Bear says, at the same time the announcer like puts the microphone on, he says to Sandy. And Ian and Nikki don't notice because they're like, oh shit, trivia. So like I feel like they're really into trivia, like absurdly. I'm so confused. Where do I go? Did I build this too? Am I not supposed to stack it? Maybe I wasn't supposed to stack it. Okay. I'm figuring it out. Maybe it's over here? What do I do? What do? But the one person who did notice was Sarah. She's like, why Sandy? And then he says, my cat died. And she was very sad for him. And it was a nice little moment. He got like a hug from her. They have a lot of those moments, Sarah and Bear. So it makes it more believable that at the end, what happens to Sarah is kind of not that good. There we go. Maybe that's what I'm supposed to do. Wow, it does sound like the Odyssey. On track.
What are you doing? I'm up here.
I know this. Hey. So yeah, he gets vulnerable with Sarah first. Like, he's the first person he gets vulnerable with. To a similar degree that he did with that one lady at the diner, which is crazy.
You have to get to me.
Yeah, and so, you know, Sarah, and then they're drunk, going home, and Nikki just wants to go home to bed. Bear offers her a ride. Ian is being a little twat and says, take your girl home. Like, he is just sabotaging Ian. Like, definitely like jealous motherfucker, knowing that Ian could actually have a relationship with her instead of the casual intimacy that it's not, like, apparently it's not even love to Nikki when she's describing, or she's looking for love and it's not around or something like that. Man, where am I supposed to go? I'm trying. I'm so confused. And on that car ride where Nikki and Bear are talking to each other for the last time, really, well, not the last time technically, but Nikki and Bear are talking to each other, you can see some like Nikki's like, oh, you're not a total solid piece of wood, or whatever she says, even at work. And she also says, like, I don't get to speak about these things with anybody except with you. So, like, you can see at the very least how much she values him. And it's talking to him about, like, love story. Like, I mean, like, okay, is this, how about now? What do I do here now? Like this? You can drop down? Did you not drop down? How far up are you, woman? Oh my god.
Kratos, get me down!
I'm working on it. Okay. Now, okay, so what? Why didn't you double jump? Please. Okay, so then Bear drops her off, and keeps having this back and forth with her, being super fucking nervous. That's insane. That he's going to confess to her, and he pushes out like he's a coward. He's an actual coward, which is very in character for him, especially as we see in the end.
What are you doing?
But he pussies out and then, like, calls her freaking Nikki. She hates that, comes back and is like, God damn it, do you like me? Like, is this why you're acting so weird? Why am I not double jumping? And she figures, like, oh, maybe he likes me. So she just asks him straight up without any, oh, let's go, misinterpretation. Where am I to go? There must be something back here. Isn't this content absolutely riveting? It's absolutely insane. Oh, that's because I am playing the Odyssey music. That's crazy. I'm getting there. I'm getting there. There's nothing back here. Oh wait, it's back here. Does it go back there?
Kratos, hurry!
Yeah, that's what it looks like. Okay.
Kratos, get me down!
Where do we go from there? Yeah. And so he pussies out. She's like, when he does that too, she is like annoyed with him. I was wondering, like, why is she making these faces where she's like, yeah, like, duh, like, or not like duh, but like she's like, yeah, okay. Like the way her reaction was not typical of someone who does not want someone to like them. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, it's very, I'm not trying to sound like a fucking tape though and be like, oh, she's so into me even when she's not. But her reaction to that wasn't like, okay, good. It was like, I don't know what to do. To go up there. I see that. Hold on.
I'm up here!
Yes, I see that. Very good. Okay. Okay. I can't just come up here. I'm done. Go there first. Climb up the... Okay. Okay, then maybe this is what I need this for. So yeah, he pushes out and is like, "Fuck, he even forgets to like give her the gift. Like, he could have also talked about that with her when she was like, he kept on coming back, but he doesn't even do that. There we go. Okay, and then that's when he uses the one wish willow, snaps it. And the rest is history, right? Like, some sort of being takes over her body. And it's not like, I don't know, like someone said like it was like a guy who took over his body and tried to do, you know, like be a guy inside of a girl's body. Am I still in the tutorial? I don't know how to play. Oh, now I have a timer. Okay. And yeah, so she starts acting super weird instantly. She is a fantastic actress. Absolutely, like she deserves all the love and praise coming towards her. She's Indy Navarrete, right? She's just such a good actress. Ah. How do I swing? Am I not supposed to swing? Because her mannerisms, as the bewitched, like, I'm gonna just call her Freaky Nikki. Oh, damn. Okay, my bad. That's my bad. That's on me. Hold on, locking in. Locking in. I have to lock in. I can't do this right now. There we go. Oh, no! Well, and then this is like any other episode that you've seen of another like horror show. Like, I feel like there's one Supernatural episode that's like this. I'm pretty sure there's like a SpongeBob episode that's like this. where you get a wish and you don't get what you wish for. It's like the monkey's paw, right? There's so many different ways of like interpreting it. This was just I almost said Cory Booker. Curry Barker. Yeah. That was just his interpretation. I loved it. She's such a great actress. Her being into him, him knowing this is weird, like, yet still goes along with it. Kind of like a little fucked up on his part, but
And with that act, Kratos set in motion the events that would lead to his downfall.
Kratos, as Athena herself has foretold. But you are late, perhaps too late to save Athens. Or is it Athens you have come to save?
No, I can't. We must not stop.
And when the Oracle looked into his soul, she saw a beast as well as a man. Once a captain in the Spartan army, Kratos had begun his command with only 50 soldiers. But soon his numbers grew to the thousands.
Thousands. Odyssey. The Odysseus couldn't
His
do
tactics
this.
were brutal, but effective. Drunk with power, he was feared by all, except one. His wife was the only one to brave his fury.
How much is enough, Kratos? When will it end?
When the glory of Sparta is known throughout the world.
The glory of Sparta. You did this for yourself.
His desire for conquest knew no bounds, but that which he desired would ultimately consume him.
By the gods, why would Athena send one such as you?
Stay out of my head!
Oh,
Choose your enemies wisely, Kratos. Your brute strength alone will not be enough to destroy Ares. Only one item in the world will allow you to defeat a god. Pandora's box, which lies far beyond the walls of Athens,
oh yeah.
hidden
We're
by
going
the
to
gods
same
across
road.
the desert to the east. But be warned, Kratos. Many have gone in search of Pandora's box. None have returned.
Yeah. Wait, what'd she say now?
Go through the gates to the desert, Kratos. There begins the path.
Oh yeah, we hate Ares' ass. Glad we're talking Greek stuff because I have a lot to say about the Odyssey as well. But we'll get there slowly but surely. Where were we? Yeah, so I kind of want to talk about the mechanics of the One Wish Willow, right? It's kind of cool what they say about the mechanics. So you can't cancel a wish unless there are some conditions, because we know whoever Bear called in the movie was, he said, what did he say? I was just guessing your intention, man. So maybe it's intention based. I don't know who exactly is supposed to be on the other end of the line. It's Curry Barker's voice. God. Who is this Moses? So yeah, that was one thing. And he said, like, as long as you live. So instantly I was like, when I heard that in the movie theater, I was like, okay, that's the route that they're gonna take. Like eventually, like if that is the only way, then that's the only way. Like he has to face that. He also hears, oh man, Bear as a character. We'll get to that. But yeah, actually we'll talk about it right now, because when during that call, whoever's on the line asks him, do you want to speak to her? He's like, who? And he said Nikki, and here we hear her screaming gutturally screaming, trying to get out. Like that's what it sounded like. Like it's some sort of purgatory. And whoever's on the line was like, do you want to speak to her? And obviously Bear, being the fucking coward that he is, closes the line. He could not possibly imagine speaking to her. I could not possibly imagine speaking to her after doing all that. I could not imagine. It's kind of insane. Like it really is written in a way to like psychological horror on top of the. I'm very glad that they didn't have like they didn't have any jump scares, at least significant jump scares. Like I enjoyed that. It was more of a psychological horror. See what's going on, kind of like dive into it kind of thing. Damn. Come here. God damn. Okay, lock in. Oh God. No. Ah. There we go. If I shoot this thing. There. Oh. Why isn't it doing it now? There. Okay, I can spin. That's fun. Oh God. What is this? Oh, okay. I remember you. On.
Let the rage of the gods drive your blades, Kratos.
Oh my God. Please don't let this go to waste. Thank you. What? I didn't know it was circle. Damn. Hold on, locking in. Oh.
Let the rage of the gods drive your blades, Kratos.
Come here. Yes. I love a good button smash. This is the best button smash I've seen in like a long time. I don't know why they decided to like slow it down. Boom. Stay down. Thank you. Goodness gracious. I think I should have gone for blue. It's okay. Yeah, so yeah, okay, Nikki's in some sort of purgatory, and she also comes in to the forefront of Nikki's body, like randomly, perchance, especially when she's asleep, like remember she was asking Bear not to wake her up. So some sort of like subconscious purgatory, some sort of Black Mirror type shit, you know, like where you get like, or like Click kind of does this too, where you get to sit in the background of like your own memories. Man, Click is so good. People, we gotta talk about the amazingness of Click. Okay, god damn. Let's do this. Oh. Click, something similar happens too. Like he fast forwards through his life and he's bored, and then he realizes he missed out on the best times of him and his children's lives. He feels like he has such a mundane job. He realizes that no, he has a great life. He's been paying attention to the wrong things. Thank you. Okay. Okay, that did nothing. Yeah, I was out. Damn, this is hard. What were we saying? It also takes the knowledge of the person who used the One Wish Willow. So like when she, well, okay, that's not necessarily true. I was gonna cite when she said my cat died, but admittedly, Bear did tell her that his cat died in the car ride. Like, we know that. So maybe it's not true that it's from his memory, but it's definitely from her memory. Like, so we know it's limited to just her memory, not whatever Bear is thinking. Like when she said my cat died, it's like it's not perfect. It's not a perfect copy. It's definitely not Nikki, and Bear realizes that later, and says like it's not real. You're not really Nikki. Of course not. Like he just decides to ignore that till now. Damn. There we go. There we go. There we go. Got that? Oh my god. Mash. Let's go. Oh my god. What? There we go. Oh, we also see Nikki show up, in like, in like other tasks, but like tasks where it doesn't require so much energy or like complete activity or like complete activation of this being, like when she's making lunch and she writes down the images like you and then a picture of for when she's referring to a picture of him, and she says not me for a picture of her. But like there's these subtle things that's like I'm trying to literally talk to you, and like there's like so many moments of redemption that he could just like help her or save her, but he doesn't give a fuck. Like he's so self-absorbed in himself and like why Nikki wouldn't be with him, that he doesn't even consider Nikki's like how she would feel. Very common mistake with any sort of relationship, especially when you're confessing something, right? You just don't know how the other person's gonna feel, or like you should know, like you shouldn't understand the reaction, but then like that doesn't happen. And so instead of like accepting that, he just rejects it like entirely, and yeah, so he knows that it's the witch that grants him her, but like doesn't decide to do anything to help her, literally. Oh man, there's so many like horrific things that come out of this movie. Like when coming home, or like when going back to work, they go to work together, and the entire time that Ian and Bear are talking, she's staring at them. It's just so unsettling. Just staring at them. Okay. I don't know why. Take your time. So, where else were we at? Also, when she's like, there's a couple of scenes where she's like in a silhouette, but the audience just doesn't know until she starts moving. It's so creepy. So creepy. I think that happens twice in the movie. I really enjoyed it. Also the overhead lighting, simple, effective. Barely get to see her face. When she comes back to like Bear's place after the first night, she's saying like, oh yeah, I did take Molly, my bad. But I'm here now. And so then she just decides to stay with Bear. Things go to shit. Such as the sex scene, which we know Nikki is not in control of her body. Literally, that is the definition of rape. No good, no bueno, super awful. I remember when they did this in Wonder Woman, when Chris Pine came back, Wonder Woman's lover, but it was in another person's body, and they both had sex, and it was like, it was really fucking bad. It was really, really, really bad. It was like the second Wonder Woman movie. I don't understand how they got away with that, and they still don't address it. They're obviously like, how does James Gunn address that? He's just gonna abandon that. Ooh la la, we back. Yeah, that sex scene was one of the most horrifying things. Just like psychological horror, right? It's like you can see her face literally just completely still, and you can tell she's just not present. It's not actually Nikki. There is no facial expression. It's so fucking bad. That would turn me off so bad. Like, middle of that, are you? Anyway, so when that happens, and then they go to sleep, right? And Nikki's in the corner. Bear wakes up and Nikki's in the corner. That's one of the most, like, one of my favorite scenes. Just how they use the lighting. Such simple effects. Create such unsettling events. I really loved when it was really. Hello.
Kratos,
Hello,
the
Athena.
journey forward is perilous, but one you must complete if you are to have any hope of saving Athens.
The Oracle spoke of Pandora's box. Can it be real?
The box exists. It is the most powerful weapon a mortal can wield.
And with such a weapon, I could defeat Ares.
With the box, many things become possible, and so it is hidden well, far across the desert of lost souls. There is safe passage through the deadly sands, but only those who hear and follow the siren's song will discover it. You must find the sirens, Kratos. Only they can guide you to Kronos, the Titan.
A Titan lives?
Kronos is the last. Zeus has commanded him to wander the desert endlessly, the Temple of Pandora chained to his back, until the swirling sands rip the very flesh from his bones. Stay true to the song of the siren, Kratos. Your journey begins here. Pray it leads you back to Athens, with Pandora's box.
Okay.
Follow the song of the
Yes.
sirens, Kratos. Find and destroy them all. And
Okay, I can. Like the range. Ooh, Cyclone of Chaos. Block and X. Square, block and square. Square. Triangle, 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 triangle. Square. Square or triangle, or while in Hades reverse parry pose.
the path through the deadly
Okay.
sands will be open to you.
Okay, Nikki in the corner. That entire scene, one of the best. So unsettling in the theater. And very loud. Oh my god, the sound effects were just like, it's not really the jump scare, but like, it's just long, strenuous yells. Like, I don't know how better to explain the screams in it. Like, it also sounds like it's coming from a speaker, right? I don't know how to explain it. That's where I was going. Then the next morning, when she tapes up the door, as he's leaving for work. She stays home because she's bouncing off her. Oh, damn. Oh, hello. What?
You must find and destroy the 2 remaining sirens before you may pass.
I'll find him. Let's see. Oh, and then yeah, Bear goes to work. He just like stands up, smiles at him when he leaves, and then starts pissing on the floor. Like, oh my god. God. She's just not consciously thinking about any of your like Grecian mechanisms. Such a weird way of saying that, but you know, get the gist. And then, oh yeah, he goes to work. Oh my god, this is probably like the most horrifying thing. But when Sandy is dead, I skip over the part where, you know, she makes like an altar for Sandy. I forgot about that. It's also out of pocket. But then she makes Sandy Witch. Makes him a Sandy Witch. Okay. Okay. All right. We're awake. Okay. All right. That move, I like that move. God damn. Okay, in that. Yes. Let's go, dude. Come here. Why do they keep appearing? Is she doing this? Damn. Dude. You know, Sandy Witch is
You must find and
so out of
destroy the
pocket.
3.
Just so gross, so visceral. Like, there's a new kind of visceral in this movie. I really enjoyed how visceral they got with it. Especially the pissing and shitting on the floor when he comes back. Oh my god. And it's like, it looks like corn and shit. It's just so... Oh, she's just doing it in the middle of nowhere. Oh yeah, Ian takes him back to, or like, not Ian. Bear takes Ian back home. And Ian's like, you know, if the relationship's healthy, she would let you come over to a boys' night because it's a boys' night. And then when Bear comes home, sees the piss and shit all over everywhere, and she gets really sad and goes to the shower instantly. He's like, you can't eat the cat. You can't cook the cat. And he's saying it in like the worst way possible, like hoping that she doesn't hear him because she's in the shower and he's like in another place. I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking that it's another form of his cowardice, just not being able to be confrontational with her. Where did they go? And then eventually she screams at Bear, like, man. She's like, Sarah, that's crazy. Sarah told me that she was going. And I guess Sarah may have called her. That would be the only reasonable thing, is that Sarah texted her, called her. Anyway, that's not out of the realm. So she goes over to the party as well, uninvited. Big ass party pooper. She talks about the Hansel and Gretel story, which is so much more gruesome than I thought. It's like at one point the story goes like roll up your arm flesh and fit between my legs, and like double creepy because, like, you know, she looks straight at Bear when she says that. Just out a packet. What are you doing here? God damn, bro. There it is. A weird story of Hansel and Gretel. I didn't know that was the case. So intimate. That's apparently where the one wish willow, or like the willow tree, came from, a branch from. Because it comes from Hansel and Gretel. Then she does that weird thing, and then she has the incredible frown and scooches Sarah away from Bear because she's on her left. Kiss her. Scooches her away. I was like, fuck no. I'm gonna kiss him. Just so unsettling, so weird. And then asks someone to, like, wants a jello shot. Somebody gets it and they go, and then instantly Nikki, this was so unexpected in the theater, but Nikki grabs a bottle, she like falls down, she's like, it's not me, grabs a bottle, breaks it. Hear her? You hear her? But that's the Odyssussy song. And then so breaks the bottle and then tries to smash her own face with it. Actually, so surprising and scary. It's scary because, like, you're like hoping she doesn't hurt herself incredibly. The beginning, oh my god. There you are. Where is she? Dude, how is my life this far down? Where'd you go? I hate that I can't move the camera. Here in my left ear. Oh, there she is. Come here, let's go. Hopefully they go away.
You must find and destroy the final siren before you may pass.
Okay. Okay, they're still around. That's not good. Yeah, I can lose them. But yeah, Nikki taking the bottle to the head. That shit was insane. They're still following me. And then Bear is like told by Ian, like, take her to the fucking hospital. Bear, get the hell up. And he tries taking her to the hospital, but she's just acting delusionary. Delusive. Deluded. And also is probably refusing to go into the hospital, which is why she can't, like, Bear can't take him in. Damn. Probably why Bear can't take her in, and so she doesn't go in. Man. Damn. Tried something. Oh. Let's go. Let's see what else happens. Nikki understands, or Bear finally understands. That's when Bear understands it's not real.
You must find and destroy the two remaining
Although Nikki
sirens
says like,
before you may pass.
I'll be Nikki, I'll be Nikki. I love you so much. And he says, I love you too. And then immediately she does this backwards thing and then sprints at him, which I still don't really understand if that's the monster or if that's the real Nikki. I think it's the real Nikki, like being completely conflicted with how Bear is talking with her. Actually, it was so unexpected. It's so out of nowhere, and he's so terrified because of that. Reasonably so. And then yeah, like Bear's like, I'm not gonna stay here. Like, how about I go over to Ian's? You can stay the night here, and I'll come back in the morning. And then she goes to the room, to the bedroom, shuffling a bunch of shit around, and then says like, yeah, I'll sleep and it'll be really cold, like something washing over me. It's just the most gruesome description of like cutting her wrists and killing herself that way. Oh my god. And then it cuts to him sleeping back in there. Back with her. Come on now. There we go. Oh yeah. And then that night that they go to sleep, he gets a text from Sarah. There's like, you gotta come over, otherwise I'm coming to you to the park. And so he's like trying to sneak out, and Nikki speaks to him. Realize like it's the real Nikki. And Bear, the one thing Bear says is not I'm sorry, is not I'm gonna get you out, is not I didn't know this was gonna happen, is not I wish I could cancel it. It's what's so bad about being with me? What's so bad about being with me? And then Nikki, reasonably, best response, I've never been with you. You didn't, like, she's not even saying like, oh, I would never be with you. She was saying I never even got the chance to be with you. Like, how stupid do you think Bear is? Like, and how he doesn't realize how much of a gruesome mistake he did. I mean, come on, let's go, dude. Got away. It's just so sad, that scene with Nikki talking to Bear. Nikki just saying, please kill me, please, 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 just kill me. And he just walks away. Like, he's not even giving her, like, obviously he couldn't kill her. He's such a coward. He knows that she's suffering greatly, has no bodily autonomy, none, zero, nilch. Everything that defines you as a human is completely gone. And all she wants is to die. That's such a fucking horrific thing. Just not even like 48 hours or like a month ago, maybe. I don't know how much time passes by, but he was just fine. Just fine. And she was gonna move out, or like she was gonna quit their job, do something different, right? She was gonna do some good shit. Bear does not, like, completely steals that chance from her. And then Sarah comes along. They speak in the car with him and her and Bear. He's like, I don't know what's going on. Ian's been hooking up with her casually, super casually. I don't know if he's saying this because he's jealous or what. Obviously it doesn't matter, because this is what's happening. Like, it's so weird that she's just suddenly doing this. Okay, let's go this way. And even Bear's like defensive. Like, he's like defensive of himself. He's like, but I want to take care of her. Like, and then she's like, but that's not your responsibility. Such a great answer from her. He's such a G. That's not your responsibility, Bear. Oh, this is a tough part. Oh shit. Mona. Yeah, 2 can do that. Damn it. Oh, so then Sarah comes along. Sarah is just like, shit is weird. Also, I have my new letter. I feel like you need someone who's more chill. And he's like you. Like you. Now he's got game, huh? Now he's got game. Unreal. It makes sense. Like Sarah, like also, like Bear was a shoulder to cry on for Sarah. She was upset about one of her colleges not accepting her. Hello. Kronos, where are you? And then after that, she's like, yeah, I feel like you could be. And then she's like, I was on your left anyway. And he was like, what? And then she was like, at the game. And then turns to see Nikki smash through the fucking window and bash her head into a brick that Nikki got. Absolutely unreal. Apparently they cut parts of it out where it was more gruesome and like like Curry Barker's cut. It's like she's like gurgling and it's curdling and it's really gross. And yeah, and then she dies, so that's not good. She comes around to, okay, God. She comes around to Bear saying like, oh no, it's okay. Now this is your fault, you know, this is what you wish for. Oh my. Hello. Bingo. Wait, what? How am I supposed to defeat these? What? It just keep coming up? Am I just supposed to survive? Don't they ever shut up? That's so real. And then, yeah, Nikki's like, you're gonna have to help me take this body away. It's like, oh my god. Oh my god, the things that this guy has to go through, that he put himself through, that Nikki has to witness, like real life Nikki's doing all of this, knowing that she kills her, like, ugh, that's so terrible, so awful. And then they take Nikki, or they take Sarah's body to her dad's
Kronos,
store,
the last of the mighty titans,
and fits her in
emerged
like
from the
a
desert sands.
like a piece of luggage.
On his back, Pandora's temple awaited.
I guess she says that she's gonna take it
ready
out.
to challenge all who went in search of its guarded treasure.
Don't know how she does that. I don't think she drove there. Oh, you're gonna give me a big smooch. Wow, that was lucky. That was lucky as hell that you caught that. Oh, just we're Spider-Man. Around the back? Where are we? Oh, Pandora's Temple. See what else happens.
For 3 days, Kratos climbed the sheer walls of the mountain. He knew he would either recover Pandora's box or perish inside the cursed temple, never to return to the world of man.
Right, pet him. I can. Yeah, so yeah, they like Bear goes back, drives back. And she still has the letter from Luther from the one college that she didn't get info back from. And she gets in, and it just makes everything so much more tragic. Like I don't know how Curry Barker does this. Just makes the absolute most tragic events you could think of, and then tries to fit the story around it, and it does it so cleverly. So excellently. Yeah, so her family is completely destroyed. Carter, the owner of the store, completely destroyed. Any semblance of his family being successful through her, gone, completely gone. And her daughter's dead. He has no clue. It was his coworker that killed her, and all of the other coworkers are dead. Like, he's just not like, he is one of the ultimate losers in this movie. Like, it's so unfortunate what happens to everybody. Right. So after Sarah dies and he finds out that he gets in, he screams, he freaks out, and now decides to take back the wish. Now he decides, like, we gotta reverse the wish. Now he goes back to the store and tells them, like, we have to stop this. How could you do this? Why would you sell these things? I've done something really terrible, horrible, awful, no good, very bad, and I have to reverse the wish. And the guy at the counter is like, yeah, you can't do that. You can't really. I already took my one wish. But yeah, I mean, it's written on the back of the box. So absurd. Trey Barker has a great way of inserting comedy into these movies, and at least this movie, because everybody at the theater was laughing, like more so than they were scared. They were laughing. Nice.
So you think you can conquer the Temple of the Gods, do you?
Yeah.
It's never been done, you know. Sooner or later, the Harpies will bring what's left of you back for me to burn. The gods hid Pandora's box in here, so no mortal would ever claim its power. And yet, year after year, I open the gate for more and more soldiers and place more and more bodies on these pyres. If I were you, I'd leave now. But I can see you are determined. Very well. May the gods grant you strength to conquer the perils that lay before you. Good luck, Spartan.
Thank you. Blue. Yeah. now he decides to reverse the wish. Bear then tries to go and convince Ian to reverse the wish, and then said he fucking wishes for $1 billion, and it works. And so Bear has no other choice but to go to ask, basically, Nikki to make the wish go away. That does not work at all. Ouch. Shit. Well, anyway, I got like $1 billion, dude. It's real. That was one part of the movie that took me out. Like, yes, it was funny, but I feel like when Bear goes back to see Nikki and tries to convince her to stop, she was so pissed at him. And it's obviously very scary. Damn, okay, hold up. We're locking in. Okay, I just gotta dodge these guys.
Let the rage of the gods drive your blades, Kratos.
What? There's another one? Damn it, wrong button. Oh yeah. That is a yes. Okay. Okay. Damn. Damn. Wait, where were we? Almost at the end. Yeah. Okay, so then Ian manages to get in. Nikki says, I'm gonna fucking put this barrel 6 inches up my... What? What'd she say? Up my pussy? Or something like that. It's absolutely out of pocket until he says I'm sorry or I love you. He just screams I love you. I remember seeing that in the trailer. So funny. So funny. Okay, I gotta lock in. Oh yeah. I wish it didn't take that long. Like it could stop my wrath from being used up. Damn it. Ouch. Damn it. There we go. Damn. Oh my god. Damn. Oh. Anyway, I got $1 billion and real funny. Here we go. Third time. Third time's a charm. Third time's a charm. Okay. Okay. Come on.
Let the rage of the gods drive your blades, Kratos.
There we go. There we go. Damn it. Bro. Please. Please. I need this. Yes, dude. Finally. Woo. Right, so let's finish this up. Ian says, dude, I got like $1 billion. It's real. Yeah, I think it's funny. But I think a bear, what the fuck did you do to Nikki after like him realizing that it's real and knowing that that is what happened to Nikki? I feel like maybe him being like super protective of Nikki all of a sudden would be really interesting. It would be a very interesting dynamic to see how that friendship just falls. And then Bear tries to shoot himself. He's a coward, obviously. And then he takes a bunch of pills. And he does it. swallows it. But then he immediately tries to spit it out. That is when Nikki uses the One Wish Willow to get him to be super obsessed with her. And being that this is not a perfect oh, hello. Oh, these motherfuckers, bro. Oh my god. That's how the movie ends. Then Nikki wakes up after Bear like was laying dead in her arms, seeing Ian on the floor as well, dead, just like completely paralyzed. It's unbelievable, like how it's left. And now she's probably gonna be convicted for everything. Everybody's dead. He's living current, like the worst timeline of all time. Brother. I don't understand how I'm supposed to do. And that's obsession. That is obsession. Nothing too complex. All the talent shines through. The music choices are great. Curry Barker is really funny. Indy Never is a fantastic actress. What a movie. It's just a great cast. Some good marketing too. People really seem to like it. I definitely did. In fact, one of the better movies that we've had in recent times, that's for sure. Don't get it, bro. Do not get it. Anyway, I did want to talk a little bit about Backrooms. I don't really have much to say. Like, I remember the copy pasta going around. I remember the YouTube videos that were popping out. The movie was interesting. I really liked a lot of like the filmmaking aspects to it. They used like a real human being in like a prop suit. It's like a ginormous movie. I'm pretty sure he has gigantism. He's an absolutely tall motherfucker. God, there's new ones. There we go. Woo! The daddy. Oh my god, no. Damn. Nice. Oh, the music. Book reads, this temple was erected in honor and at the command of the mighty Lord Zeus. Only the bravest hero shall solve its puzzles, survive its dangers. One man will receive ultimate power. All the others shall meet their doom. Pathos Verdis III, chief architect and royal subject of the gods. Okay. Do I smash it? Oh. Dead. I don't know what that says. No. Ugh. Oh yeah, I remember this. What to do? I started it. Box, skull shape, hollow. Okay. Oh. Yay. Like I said, I like the props. The set designs were great, super interesting. Love how they do also mix in like some CGI aspects to it. I love a good camera point of view, like old camera, like kind of like the Blair Witch Project or Paranormal Activity. Paranormal Activity, if y'all don't know, that was the first movie to have really like scared me. And I think it was primarily because of the camera hype. Like it looked like found footage, not found footage, but like surveillance camera, you know. That really put me off in a new sort of way compared to like the more cinematic stuff where I could tell it's a movie. That is what really scared me. What is this? Oh, to hold it? Get right. So I have a limited number of time. The back rooms, it seems that they have interpreted it in like a more I'm not supposed to happen. In a more what am I trying to say? Uncomfortable, like upside down world, kind of like how they show it in Stranger Things. And like everything is not. Like they describe it as trying to explain to someone who's never seen a dog and asking them to draw it back. Like it gets some things right, but it doesn't get everything right. Seems that was the case with anybody that goes into the back rooms. So like the mechanics of it, it seems that it kind of manifests whoever like in there. Oh, what do we do here? So yeah, it kind of manifests like whoever's in there. Like when we see the guy cameraman go down there, he sees a bunch of laundry, which is probably typical of what he sees in his apartment. I would have liked to have seen some sort of connection to that. I thought it would be a little bit more obvious, but they do have other parallels with shots and in different settings, like one where they're recording the captain. Or Clark, and they find their shoes there, and like the throne is there in the back rooms, and but it's kind of like melted into the ground, almost like it's phased into the ground. It's bizarre. It's a very interesting concept to the back rooms. I like it. Stepping through like a transparent, not transparent, but like you can step through a wall.
Artemis.
Kratos. The
And like
gods
the
demand
switches
more.
being weird
You
on
have
the
learned to use
circuitry,
blade
that shit
of
was
chaos
so
well. They
interesting.
alone will not
Very
carry you
interesting.
to the end of your task. I offer you the very blade I used to slay a titan. Take this gift and use it to complete your quest. Take this weapon, Kratos. Take
Oh,
this
yeah.
power and use it to defeat your enemies.
Oh yeah. Bam. You 1R1, okay.
Go with the gods, Kratos. Go forth in the name of Olympus.
Yes, ma'am. So, what else happens in the back rooms? So Clark, see, he's a very interesting character. So it seems like he lost his wife and kids, which is what I assume to be like the Christmas room, maybe. I'm not entirely sure. But it also seems that it was, or not his wife and kids, his like girlfriend who was lucky a kid. He was mad that she was going to school and that he was paying for it. Ultimately, he wanted control, right? And that's what he feels like he had down in the back rooms. Until he doesn't with his own counterpart. Very interesting parallel with like the therapist as well. It's like she says, like you're gonna find yourself making loops or like compartmentalizing and blocking yourself off from the outside world, which like try to justify your inner self or something along those lines. I found it to be interesting, but I didn't alright, locking in. Damn it. Damn it. There we go. Ah, no. Oh, God. Okay. Well. Oh, no. What else? It was a very cool monster. Clark feels like he's at home in the back rooms. He obviously has more control. Him scalping off his wife's head, or like his girlfriend's head, or something like that, and putting it on the therapist. So disturbing. It's so disturbing, and like him being able to eat the people that are down there. So odd. There we go. Oh yeah, oh yeah, here it is. Okay. Oh yeah. That's more like it. Damn. This is not easy. There we go. Ah. Damn, bro. It's so hard. See what else. Yeah, I think probably my biggest issue with not weapons, with backrooms is that there's no like real ending. It doesn't seem like there's a solution to the issue. It just seems like it's a setup for a sequel. I really don't like it. Like, if you're gonna set up a sequel, you're gonna have to have some sort of conclusion to like this story, which it seems to be Clark. It just seems to be Clark. It doesn't even seem to be the monster. Like, figuring out what the monster is. We do figure out what this async people are. They used to make MRI machines. Now they discovered this upside down world thing. So I don't know. I'm not excited that it's just a setup for a sequel. I hope that the sequel is better. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm very like not optimistic whenever it comes to, or at least like a movie setting up for a sequel. No. Oh. Oh. There. Yes. Damn, bro. I gotta get past this before I end. Getting kind of late for me. That's all I really have to say about Backrooms. Like I said, it was visually appealing. It was a little slow at times. Not gonna lie, I got a little bit bored at times. But I was intrigued. The concept was very interesting. The mechanics were interesting. But they don't really go into much. And I think that was its downfall. So here's to hoping the sequel is better. I don't know. Weapons, however, excellent. Excellent movie. Better than both Obsession and Backrooms combined. I will have to say, the mechanics of the story, the villain, their like wit and their how clever they are in terms of how they, you know, do what they want to do. It's super nice to see. It's a very refreshing film to see how like upsetting, like it was a good detective film, low-key. It was an excellent detective horror combo. Like there's a wonderfully clever villain taking advantage of people's generosity and like as like a family member or like an elder. Had a great ending, very good twist ending. I really liked how that kid came back around. An interesting choice what they do with that kid by not having him be like, what do I say, possessed. But it's probably for like the witch's own covering. Anyway, I'm not gonna spoil too much about that. What's up, Pickle? How you going, big guy? Doing good. Good to see you. Talking about some of the movies seen recently. Backrooms was alright. Obsession was better, but Weapons better than both of them combined. Like, I'm not gonna go into the spoilers, because I just, like, you gotta go watch it yourself. But it was just a good detective horror combo. However, I will say my one complaint about the movie is that there are no cops, like, anywhere for, like, these kids. And it was a little weird to see. I thought there was gonna be a little involvement. But, like, if they weren't gonna involve them at all, like, you could do something similar to, like, what they do in Obsession, where they're like, yeah, we don't really have the ability to do much right now. We've sent everything. Just gonna have to wait until something shows up. Or something like that, you know? It doesn't have to take, like, a bunch of rocket science. Just something written there to, like, make the cops dissolve. Because they're not there, like, for the whole movie. Well, that's not necessarily true. One of the characters is a cop. But he doesn't represent all of the cop forces, you know? I'm gonna go to the movies. I don't want to go solo. Everyone I know goes to the movie. Like, dude, I know everybody goes to the movie. Just go solo. Like, it's actually fun going solo. Not need to worry about anybody else's reactions or like, it's like you're not like, it's not like watching a film with somebody is. It's not like, unless you're like cuddling up with them, sucking on their tits, like, or like sucking on their dick. I don't know, whatever, whichever way you swing. Like, it's not gonna make any difference. If you're watching a movie, you're gonna have the same experience. Aside from sharing, you don't even have to share the snacks. Like, it's, you have your own snacks. Both sound good. God damn, I didn't realize you swim both ways, brother. Pendulum head ass. And the movies are expensive. And it's also not fun, especially here. Like $20 a pop. Not gonna be on for too much longer, but I just need to get past these goddamn things. They're getting annoying. But I wanted to talk a little bit about the Odyssey. So I watched it. When was that? Last Tuesday. Watched it as standard. Didn't go to no IMAX or nothing. I'm broke boy. It was good, but it wasn't to the level that I thought Chris Nolan would have it. I bet Colorado has a good prices though. Chris Nolan's movies are like the bar. Like, it's like his movies are just so excellently crafted, written. Like the Prestige, he made The Prestige. He made Oppenheimer. he made. Obviously, the Batman movies are good, but like that's not what I know him for. Him in The Prestige, not in The Prestige, but making The Prestige, one of the greatest movies of all time, hands down, hands down. But I didn't get that vibe from the Odyssey. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it felt very weird with the American accent. I'm not gonna lie. I still don't know how I feel about it. I think that they did that mostly because John Bernthal could not speak any other language, or like not language, but like any other accent, and neither could Matt Damon. To be honest, like, could you imagine them with like British accents, or like imagine them having like a Greek accent? I don't know. A little odd. I can't believe I have to keep doing this, bro. It's so annoying. What else happens in that movie? I did love the epic story. So I remember reading the epic story in high school. In high school, like, I didn't read very much. I was very bad at reading those stories and like giving summaries and stuff. But one thing I did pay attention to was the Odyssey. I remember just loving the epic story and how tragic of a story it was. But it's been a while since high school, and so I kind of went into the movie like half blind. I didn't fully know what was gonna happen, but I knew some bits and parts of the story. I didn't really know like the full consequences to Odysseus's journey, or like why he went on the journey. Like, I didn't remember these things, and admittedly I got into the movie a little bit late. So there's like parts of it that are missing, so I have to rewatch the movie. But I remember that I liked it. I remember I kept thinking, like, why the American accent? Why the American accent? Like, Tom Holland is definitely British, right? He's like speaking like an American accent. And like, I'm like, so are they trying to like mimic America with this iteration of it? They're trying to mimic like the American Army or something like that. And so I was just kind of thinking about that throughout the movie. It's like, why would you do it this way? Why would you do this? Definitely was because John Bernthal could not have any other sort of fuck ass accent. Oh. Yeah. Did you like the Odyssey, Pickle? Like, I don't. How much did you like it? Like compared to his other Nolan films, like, I don't feel like this just matches his other stuff. I will say the music is growing on me. I've been listening to the album, and I do think it's like Greek-esque, but it's not nearly as impactful as his other scores. Like, even Tenet, I love the score. If you've not watched it, okay, I'll keep it down low on the spoilers then. But I remember like the score for Tenet was like so good. It was so different. It was like, you know, like it was just so different. And that's definitely when Travis Scott first joined Nolan's team, because I don't know why they had him in this movie. Him in this movie, he's like stomping something on the ground, talking about like the greatest army, the greatest fleet of the war and stuff like that. I'm like, why is he saying this? Why? What are we doing? Why does this matter? I was a little bit confused about his role in all of this. Come here. Anyway, I'll keep that at that point. Travis Scott, a little odd. So from what I discussed with my friend who watched the movie with me, like, Odysseus is supposed to be sort of like war mongering, not necessarily war mongering, but like hungry, like bloodthirsty. And I didn't really get that vibe from the movie, at least not from when I started. Yo, Are you doing both? Yeah, I'm doing a little bit of both. I'm just kind of, it's for my ADHD brain. Although it's a little difficult. I'm not gonna lie. Because if I wanted to go through the movie one by one, then I would like have it pulled up. But the Odyssey, I don't want to go into it too much because I'm just gonna be pretty surface level with it. It's still my first impression. I don't really know fully about how I feel about it. I will say, definitely had like prophetic vibes. I'll like, it definitely seemed like there was some sort of prophecy that was being fulfilled, and I definitely caught on to that as well. How do I do this? Oh, am I supposed to hold on? Oh. Doesn't go through that? Okay. 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 Both of their shields are missing? I see their shields. I'm confused. Oh, maybe I do it from here. Oh. Nice. This is a tricky game. I'm not gonna lie. Some of the puzzles kind of tough. Damn, I can do that 3 times in a row. That's crazy. Correct. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, you can give me life? No. What else? Yeah, so there were prosthetic vibes. There were prophetic vibes, which I enjoyed. I definitely wasn't as captivated in the beginning half as I was in the second half when Odysseus goes home. I will say the Cyclops bit is neat. Him fighting like the giants was. I thought maybe there would be something else that happens, but there isn't. He just kind of, yeah. What else happens? I mean, you know the story about the Odyssey. You know, like, I'm just not gonna say it. I'm gonna just let people enjoy the movie. Oh, there's one of the shields. There's one. Where's the other? This way? Nope. The Cyclops scene was pretty neat. And I will say there are bits in this movie where I'm like, Christopher Nolan needs to have some sort of role in a horror movie. Like, there are some scenes in this movie that actually got me on my seat. Like, I kind of jump scared me low key. But the Cyclops scene was great. Like, it was very, it seemed pretty realistic from what would a Cyclops kind of be like, sound like, look like, act like. I didn't really expect Odysseus to be as I don't. I'm gonna just leave it. I'm gonna just leave it until I rewatch it, because I don't want to say something that it makes me sound dumb if I rewatch the movie. So I'm gonna just keep back from it. The music was very interesting too. Like I said, I've been going through the music. It's growing on me. It's getting better. It's a little slow, I will say, but it's not too bad. What else? Okay, there is the one bit at the very end where Odysseus is reminiscing over Troy. I really enjoyed that. Like, the theme definitely shined through. The through line shined through in that moment. I think that was the best part of the film, was the ending. The theme just kind of wraps up really nicely. The whole point of the movie. So I enjoyed that at the very least. And then how Athena kind of shows up and who Athena actually is. I'm gonna just leave it at that because it's very interesting. I don't want to spoil it for those who haven't watched it, 'cause it's just so good. It's not so good. It's good. I don't think I would say this is a bad film. I would say the dialogue is weird. The dialogue seemed pretty unnatural at a lot of instances. And I don't know if that's just me, if it was just because it was my first watch. But it just didn't feel natural compared to other scenes. Matt Damon, Tom Holland, and not Sandra Bullock. What's her name? Help me. What's her name? What's her name? What's the queen's name? Anne Hathaway. Thank you. They all do a really good job at the dialogue, but there are other pieces of dialogue that I'm like, it just seems so matter of fact. Like, there's one point, and this is not a spoiler, where Matt Damon, he says, "Let's go." And in my head, "let's go" is like a positive thing, right? Obviously that's an issue with me, but I feel like they said "let's go" because they wanted to get away from whatever it was that was, holding them back. But he says "let's go" instead of like "go get away" or like "run" or something like that. Saying "let's go" it threw me off. It just threw me off. There were some dialogue choices that just threw me off. And it wasn't the dad dialogue or the dad piece of dialogue that Tom Holland has. Like, I couldn't care about that scene. Oh, is there fighting? What's happening? Oh. There we go. Alright, next time I die, I'm gonna end. It'll be never.
Let the rage of the gods drive your blades, Kratos.
Ow. What is hurting? There we go. Oh God. Okay. Yeah, that's all I really have to say about these 4 movies. Quite a bit to catch up on. It's been a good movie week. So I'm watching Spider-Man on the on Wednesday. Is that the 5th? I think it's the 5th. Let's go. Okay, I gotta save somewhere. Why not? Just why can't I? Okay, never mind. Nothing I can do here. Just need to save. Give me a save point somewhere. It's not this way. Unless I missed out on the shield. What? What do? I don't remember how I did this last time. What? I am so lost, dude. What did I miss? What am I missing here? I can't jump down there. We go back down here? No? What? Missing a hole? I can't. Jump from the top? Maybe. Okay. Oh. Okay. I just couldn't do it from down there, oddly enough. Correct. No. No. Good. There it is. Good with Hades. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This is what we're talking about. Oh yeah, give me the good shit. Woo! Oh yeah, come here. Let's go. Oh, okay. Go this way. That would have sucked. Pouring in, bro. Dude, that was fun. That was satisfying. It was nice to just go ham. Oh, but I can go back? That's so weird. Opens the same. Those. There was like a religiosity aspect to the Odyssey, and I appreciated it. However, they also had like a secular wave coming from, I guess, the east, and I would have believed a little bit more into like the religiosity aspect to it if I'd seen more, if I had just seen more like religious aspects to it. I feel like I didn't really see much of it. Hello? Ouch. Ouch. Oh, there we go. Wait, that's just one of them. Ouch. Ouch. Oh yeah, give me that good shit. Yeah. Oh. Oh, okay. This way? Oh, okay. Nope. Get down, get down. Haha. No. Oh my god. Yay. Come on. That Wilhelm scream. Gonna head out. It was cool to see you too, Pickle. Glad you're doing well. We'll see you around, big guy. Ah. Huzzah. Oh? What's that do? Well. Damn. The fuck? Oh. What? Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it there for tonight. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. Well, I'll try to be live next week. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. So, I will leave it to that tonight. Oh. 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 Good night. Have a good weekend. Bye. Bye. Night. Bye. Bye. Good night. Good night. Goodbye. Bye. Good night. Bye. Good night. Goodbye.